Well, a little bit of an unexpected guest today. Probably one people didn't see coming, but we're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, dude. Episode technically 34 together. What episode is this?
34 together. Yeah, this episode 7 of Afterthoughts. Yeah,
dude. I like what you're doing, dude.
I appreciate it, man.
Doing a lot of good stuff with it. So
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are a little surprised with, us just sitting here thinking, okay, what's this episode going to be about? Obviously the title and stuff like that I've posted on the video. I think there were some question marks around us being friends for a while.
Yep.
Things that went on, and I mean, we're here to air it. We already aired it out, put it that way, but we're here to
be authentic.
Yeah. I mean, it is the thing is we did have a falling out for a while.
Uh-huh.
There was probably a period of about 5 months where things were
rough.
A little rough. Yeah. I think there's some growing pains on both end of our spectrum.
I never stopped caring though about you. And that's one thing. I always loved him like a brother. I've always cared about Carson a lot, even though we went through some stuff, and I know he felt the same way about me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think the care was always there. I think there were growing pains with where we were both going in life. Obviously other relationships had to fall through. At the same time, we had to center ourselves, especially in faith. I think we've always been faithful, but jumping even more into the faith.
Yeah. Because it makes you forgive people, right? Like Jesus has forgiven us so many times, right? There's things I've done wrong in our relationship, or our friendship, and there's things you've done wrong in our friendship. And being able to realize that is maturity, right?
Right.
We care about each other a lot, and that's hard to find in this world. So keeping our friendship alive and keeping in each other's world is really important to me. So,
well, and I think it's the art of forgiveness is tough. I think for a lot of people, I think it's so hard to wrap your head around as a human, wrap your head around the concept of someone doing you wrong and you having to put your ego aside and genuinely lay down arms, lay down your ego, because it's clearly your biggest enemy. And so being able to, especially as a dude, because ego, I mean, you can flaunt it, but at some point, I think we both had that. And at some point, I think we both internally were like,
what are we
does
doing?
It matter? Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I don't remember some of the stuff
what?
we were mad about at each other.
Right.
And it's look at all the things that Jesus has forgiven you for, right?
Literally everything.
You look down your life of sin and stuff. Jesus calls us to forgive people because it's all first life. We're all just living, trying to be happy, right? Trying to make things work, right? And people are going to struggle. They're going to learn through things. So I think that's super important. It happens in relationships, friendships, family. You got to learn to forgive people, or you're going to hold grudges, and that's just got to open your heart. That's really important. Just opening your heart to people and knowing that it's their first life, it's their first journey too. And we have people in our lives we're friends with right now that are going through a journey of God and faith and everything like that. And that we're further along in that path of forgiveness, but people have to learn to forgive. 100%.
Yeah. And I think it's when you look internally at it, when you have to introspectively look at yourself and look at, your sins more than anybody else. That's the thing is and they talk about that in some of our sermons. Your sin more than anybody else. And the fear is that you tell somebody else or show somebody else and admit your sin to them, they won't stick around. And I thought that was so refreshing though, knowing the things that we went through, to sit back down and be like, yeah, dude, I messed up. Both of us from our end and being like, I am not perfect. And just laying the groundwork for something. There's the familiarity, obviously, of being friends for 4 years, but now there's a new groundwork in which we've set limits, we've set boundaries, we've set expectations differently, and it's so much less pressure on each other, I think, too.
Yeah.
Understanding, obviously, we're both on a journey, we're both building each other as men, but there's just something bigger.
Yeah, and it's just being able to see us both put our ego down and just respect one another and be able to forgive each other. That's just huge for me, because I'm just so tired of like you said, men have a lot of ego these days. So they can't put that window down and be like, hey, I messed up. You messed up. Let's figure this out. We're good friends. Let's reconnect this and care about each other a lot. So yeah.
Or even just they've moved on. They've already put it down, but they're too afraid to go take the next step, which is having the hard conversation and being like, me as a man, me as a person has messed up. And I'm here to fix that with someone that I care about.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do a little bit of talking about kind of all that stuff today. Yeah. I've always kind of wanted to pick, this is a little bit more me picking your brain, obviously, but just, I think seeing how things have shifted in your mind and my mind and from where we even started, I mean, this is going to be
Yeah.
About a pretty raw podcast, I think, which is what I aim to do on this. I mean, it's why I started this platform. So the first thing I'll ask you, what would you do better in previous relationships?
Like friendship wise or?
Yeah, both. Friendship, relationship, romantic partner.
That's tough. I would say there's a couple of things. Being more compatible is really important. Just knowing people are going to like different things. That's important because like you can't always do what you want to do. You have to be able to like willing to serve in a sense too. Like willing to serve, like go do something with someone that you may not really enjoy that much, but it's like with your friend or it's with your girlfriend, whatever it might be, and being able to serve in that sense of like have fun with them. And the next thing I think I could do a lot better job of serving people. Like I've had a struggle with that in the past. It's like if I do something for my friend, it's like it shouldn't be a big deal. Like I care about you. I should serve you. I should be able to do those things for you. If you're that important to me, like I shouldn't expect anything in return either. Like if you ask me to do something, like there should be no problem. I should be honored to do those things for you. If you come to me about a problem, or if you come to me about needing help with something, I should be willing to serve with no attitude, no nothing, no smart remark, anything. So that's the biggest thing I'm probably learning about myself right now is like how you feel after serving someone that you care about, but also just like, because Jesus served and Jesus calls us to serve each other and to love one another. So that's important. And then like, I'd say one more thing is probably like learning to love when it's hard. Like how can I love somebody even when it's my back's against a wall in a sense of a situation? How do I come at them in a sense of love? Because that's really important. Can help bring people to Jesus, seeing that love from you in an unprecedented situation. So just loving when it's hard, serving others without expecting anything in return, and then being more compatible in relationships, understanding that people are different and I have to accept that and learn how to play that with the cards I'm dealt.
Do you think it's something, I mean, you talk about struggling with serving people. Where do you think that initial disconnect came from? I mean, where do you think, I mean, because it's always something, I mean, I think there's some people that prerequisite, or they just naturally are that way. I think it's something I've also personally grown is like, I've had situations where people have asked me, I've done nice things for them, girls in particular, and they're like, but why? It's like, but why does there have to be a why? Mm-hmm. Maybe the why is you deserve something nice to be done to you, and that I want to do that. And some of it's selfish. I talk about this all the time. It's like sometimes in a weird way, in a weird roundabout way, doing nice things for people, serving people is selfish, but I feel like nothing really fills your own cup up more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You never feel as good as you feel doing something for somebody else. And it's just funny to think about because Jesus was a mirroring image of what we are to be as humans, and all he did was serve people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, isn't it coincidental that when you serve people, you feel your most centered, you feel the most grounded, you feel the most alive when you get to do something for somebody else? That's when your heart feels the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you, And I think it's something I struggle with, but like I'm learning so much in it. Like, why wouldn't I want to serve other people and help other people out? Like I get so much fulfillment out of that. Yes. But like, I want to see other people happy, right? Like people's happiness doesn't come at my expense. That's the biggest thing too, is like me seeing someone happy. Like, I don't want to think negatively of that just because they're happy and I may not be happy. Like, I want to be able to serve them regardless of what situation they're in, because even if they're in a better situation than me, technically, I want to serve them and help them as much as I can, because that's what Jesus did. Reading the Bible the other day, and it's like, Jesus washed the feet of the 12 disciples. Like, that's like a servant's job. Like he shouldn't have been doing that. And they were all questioning why he was doing that, but like he was there to serve. And like that kind of opened my eyes. It's like, Jesus had everything. He could have done anything he wanted. He had everything. He could do anything, like I said, and he chose to serve and get on his hands and knees and wash the disciples' feet. I was like, that's powerful.
Well, and it's, as much as it's easy to sit here and say, it's like, well, that's what you should do. How sometimes hard it is when you see other people winning, when you see, and not necessarily that you see them in a certain light, but it's like, you must feel like you're missed out on something.
Yeah. I think it's a human tendency.
Yeah. But then when you just try to shift, and it takes practice, it just takes continuously doing it yourself to finally get to a point. It's like, dude, I'm just happy, dude. Like, I work in a competitive environment and there's people make good money. I make good money, but you see people making more money than you. And your first initial thought, and you have to check yourself, is, damn, I wish that was me. Mm-hmm. But then you're like, no, dude, we're a team. We succeed. We're making everything. Like, let me make, how can I make myself better off that person? But you have to check yourself, and it becomes a habit over time. But I think it becomes easier and easier to just genuinely be happy for people. And I think it's something people struggle with today. Even their closest friends are not actually happy to see them.
Everybody's just trying to be happy, dude. Like this life's hard enough. Why would we tear other people down for winning? You know, like why would we have like remorse in our heart for other people winning, right? Like that doesn't come at our expense, right? And that's something I saw on social media. It's like someone else winning in life doesn't come at your expense. So why would you think so? Why would you think like human nature think negative about, oh, why can't that be me? But it's like, no, dude, I'm happy for you. Like that's awesome. Like, and people, you got the job, the girl, the kids, the marriage, whatever. Maybe it's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's weird because when you do it, people are a little like, sure about that?
Yeah, like, bro, yeah.
And then you're like, no, dude, like genuinely. But it sucks because it's like someone like, you know, us coming at it's like, dude, I'm really happy for you. Like, yeah. And then other people do that. And it's like, you don't know which one's genuine. And you might never know, but you have to.
Yeah, that's a hard
filter your way.
That's a hard thing too. Is like you have to change like your heart in a sense. Like, and it really like that comes through prayer. Like I've been praying this summer. Like God, please change my heart. I want people to be able to see Jesus on me. Like as I speak, like me speaking, they can see Jesus through me and how I react to others and how I react to situations. I've been praying for that. I've been really feeling it. Like recently, like I can really just my heart has changed.
It just softens.
Like, yeah, being happier for others and more serving towards others, especially those people I care about. Like why would I ever? And you know this, I'd probably have complained to Carson when he asked me to do something one time or many times. And it's like, or I gave him attitude for him asking me to do, like, dude, I get to do that for you. Like you're my best friend. I should be able to do that for you. No problem. And that's like probably where the biggest thing I've grown in relationships is. And you know, I've had relationship issues the last 8 months with plenty of people. So it's like, how can I reflect on myself and become a better person with the people around me? Right. And that comes with being more compatible. How do I serve others around me? And how to just be happy for others, bro. Like just express that too.
How has it changed your current standards with people? Do you think you see people in a different light, specifically like women? Do you think you look at, now that your heart shifts, I'll put it this way, has your tolerance for things shifted?
Tolerance in terms of like other people's emotions or
patience?
I don't think so. I try to give people grace. You know, God's given me a lot of grace. I've had a lot of grace and just, even from you, from what things we did wrong together, like in our friendship, I try to give people grace in that sense. I think that's important because they're, like I said, they're learning too. It changes who I want to surround myself with in a sense, because, you know, negative energy is going to bring you down. And I'm only trying to be more positive towards people and more positive in life, more positive outlook on life, be more energetic, not be so nonchalant all the time. Just those type of things. So I'm more about who I'm surrounding myself with energy wise, but I'm trying to give people grace for sure in terms of patience and emotions and things like that, and forgiveness for sure.
Just trying to appreciate people for who they are.
Who they are.
Yeah.
And obviously always trying to pour into people a little bit as I can.
Mm-hmm. What have you learned to look for in a partner?
That's tough.
I mean, because you've talked about recent struggles, obviously, with relationships, and it always sucks because love is a complicated process. It is a time-consuming process. It takes up so much space mentally, emotionally, even physically.
Yep.
When it doesn't go right, it's easy to sit and think like, okay, I just wasted all this time. But I think sometimes people will just miss out on the fact that it's like, maybe it's not about the time you wasted. Like you were blessed enough to love somebody and to feel that emotion. And it's like, but at the same time, like,
I second that. Yes.
At the same time, it shapes you even more.
It does, dude. And I had, I'll answer your question after this, but I had one of my buddies tell me, he's like, dude, what you did for that girl, she's going to make a great husband for somebody because she met you. And I was like, dude, I don't think I want to hear that, but thanks, I guess. Right. Like, she's going to make a great husband for somebody because of what you did for her in her growth stage. And that's a hard thing to realize. And so but it's the same thing for me, right? Like the people I've been with, they've really helped me grow a lot. Right. And, I think I learned more from my relationships after the fact. Like and it sucks has to be this way. Like me and you broke our friendship off for 5 months, but I learned so much about appreciation for you and how what I did wrong in our friendship, in those 5 months more than I did when we were friends, you know, and it sucks has to be that way. But you know,
we had talked about that on a previous episode about how hard it is in retrospect to be appreciative of something that's standing in front of you.
Dude, it's tough, bro. I struggle with it.
And I feel like we as humans, we consistently make the same mistake over and over again, and it's not appreciating people for who they are and when they're here. And it goes back to like, you just have to practice it and continue to put it into the front of your mind. It's like, this is in front of me now. It's never going to be again. And just trying to soak up the moment as much as you can with that person. I mean, I recently lost a friend, died a couple weeks ago, and there's parts of me that wish that maybe I'd poured a little bit more time and energy into him. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't try to beat myself up over it too much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm really thankful for the time I did. You know, I'm thankful for, you know, getting to see him, having the conversations I had with him, be like, I appreciate that person for what they were. And I don't want to be the person that makes the mistake of like not appreciating what's in front of me. You know, when it's fleeting and
you never know, dude. You just never know.
And that's why it's like the only choice you have is to appreciate it now. Yeah. Because all the time we as humans look back and go, dang, I wish I appreciated that more.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if you know that's a mistake you've made, why do you continue to make that mistake?
Yeah.
How many heartbreaks, how much hurt is it going to take before you realize you have to appreciate the things in front of you? Yeah. Like at what point, right?
Dude, that's like what I'm realizing, like the last probably 8 months, year. That's what I'm realizing most, dude. And that's like, I can feel the growth in my heart and spiritually and physically, even physically, bro. I can just feel like my appreciation for like just things in general. And it's really cool. And I had one of my buddies tell me, he said it in like a nonchalant way. He's like, yeah, but you don't get any get backs, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's like, no, you don't get any get backs. And it's like, it's just anything in life. Like this podcast, we don't get to redo this podcast again.
No.
We don't get to go to Salt this year again. Like there's just no, you don't get to work out again today. Like, there's no get backs in every single thing in life. So it's like, it seems cliche, but it's like, know that like we're all getting older. Things are changing for everybody. And just know that like there's no get backs in any experience that you're doing in your life right now. Like, there's just no do-overs.
Yeah. And you're going to have your off days. You're going to have your days that you get caught up in life, but it's like genuinely, and this is something I've tried to do for myself. And I'm so glad my work's allowed me the ability and space to do so, that like I get a chance to just enjoy and be where I'm at. Like, dude, like, and we talk about it. Like I've recently had I don't know how you say a heartbreak.
Tough week.
It's been tough. It's been tough. Like getting a message from someone that you're like, dang, like it's one of those things like what could have been from that situation. But us having talks, it's like, but what do I have to, like, sure, you got to feel it, but look at where I'm at. Cause this is where I used to dream I would be. I used to dream I'd have a podcast that was like high production and stuff like that. Yeah. I used to dream that I was making the money I was making. I used to dream that, you know, I had the freedom to do things that I wanted and had the close friend that I always wish I had, right? Like those are all things I used to, which is now I'm living in it. And I have yet to even see the better days of life because it's always, you know, there's always better days ahead. It's just better. Life's awesome. It's what you make it. But just keeping it in the front of your head that like, dude, that might suck, but look where you are. Like stop and look around for a second and just soak in genuinely what you have going for you in life. Yeah. Because it could be worse.
And it goes back to that point. It's like, wow, this is going to be really hard, but it's not going to be hard forever, right?
Right.
Like in a lot of those concepts, like it's, wow, this is going to be hard, but it's not going to be hard forever. So it's like knowing that and riding those waves of life. Just because like if everything was all sunshine and rainbows, life, you wouldn't appreciate anything, you know? You wouldn't appreciate the good. It's
so interesting when you accept that life is just hard. Life gets weirdly easier.
It is, yeah.
When you just accept that it's hard, you're like it's just gonna happen like that.
Stuff's gonna get thrown at you and you're like, what the heck is this, bro? Like,
yeah. But when you like expect it almost, not in a sense where like my life's just gonna suck, but it's like, dude, life's got its challenges coming at me. At some point, it's gonna target me, right? Like you just know, and especially as a Christian, you're so aware that like,
bro,
you're gonna have the harder challenges in life because you are a warrior, right? It's like, so when it happens, you're like, this sucks, this is hard. But like, again, my friend passing away, it's like the first thing I'm thinking is like, okay, he's in a better spot now though. Like he's somewhere there's no pain, no sadness. This sucks for me. It sucks. There's a good person be gone, but I can appreciate them. And I know there's a bigger plan that when I don't have to fight with myself about trying to understand, it's like all that noise in your head is gone and you just feel the moment. Because you're not sitting and arguing with yourself over why do I can't wrap my head around it. It's like, you don't have to, you're not supposed to. You don't know everything is kind of, you're not supposed to understand it.
And that's why, dude, faith is so important in our lives. That's why I try to push as many people as I can to like having a relationship with God, having faith in your life. Like it's so important because there's so many times in my life where I've been put with a situation. There's been a smaller amount of times where I've been put in a situation where there is literally nothing I can do about it. It's like, I fought some mental struggles in my life like 2 years ago. And like, I'm telling you, like, there's nothing I could have done to like fix these mental struggles. It wasn't for God. Like God brought me out of that and brought me through that. And I can be open and honest about that because I know other people deal with the same thing. I was talking to one of my buddies that I had no idea he was going through stuff like probably around the same time, maybe 2 years ago. And he opened up to me about it. And he's like, I was like, bro, I had no idea. Why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you tell me? Like
even more reason going back to you wanting to serve people, dude. When you serve people, you have no idea what they're doing, what you're doing for them.
You have no idea.
You could be the one thing that's going up in their lives. You're the one person that showed through what being Jesus is like, right? Because the world is so like unfair all the time.
You'd be surprised, yeah. And you just as a guy, like you text one of your friends, it's like, hey, dude, I love you, I care about you, like, hope you're doing well. If you need anything, let me know. Like that does a lot for a guy. I think
you just know, because again, it goes back to like, you just want to be seen as a person. Mm-hmm. So what advice would you give this generation in dating?
That's tough. The number one thing I would say is like, find something worthwhile. Don't think like hookups and hookup culture is what's going to fulfill you at the end of the day. I know at our age range, people are hooking up a lot and doing things like that. I'm just telling you, like, at the end of the day, like, it may be cool in the moment to you, whatever. I'm telling you, like, it just will never fulfill you. And I just pray that like people will go after something lasting longer than just a hookup and be fulfilled in that. Because at the end of the day, I just know like,
because it won't
never fulfill your soul. And it was never meant to fulfill your soul. I pray for those people. I hope the best for them in their thought process with that. And I just say like, for people that just don't know, because some people just don't know, they don't think about it. I've had people in my life tell me like they regret the stuff they've done and they're like a year and a half like sober from hooking up with people. And it's like, they just didn't know. So like my message to people is just like, protect yourself, protect your body, like be smart with your choices when it comes to people and who you allow.
Like you're looking for a soulmate.
Yeah. You're looking for
work on your soul, mate. Like, you know,
I've seen that.
Work on your soul, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's real though. Like, and
you have to be a little selfish.
You do.
I think people, if anything, they need to be more selfish, even a little bit. Like, be selfish about your priorities. What do you want? Why are you apologizing for loving the way you love? Like, if you're open and this is something that you and I talked about, and this is a big thing of like recent for me, it's like vulnerability with men. I've come to learn like, and we talked about it, you know, I would consider both of us pretty masculine dudes. Dude, there's probably nothing more masculine about me than the way I love.
Yeah.
The way I'm openly vulnerable about loving someone. And I think it was something that I, in the last year or so, had to really grow into and be like, you know, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for saying the words I said. And I don't feel bad for putting myself out there and giving you more effort than someone. Look at me as the nice guy. I don't care. Because someday someone's going to soak it up so much and they're going to adore me for what I did because I just reflected Jesus. I just did what I was supposed to do.
And that's what I was talking to you on the phone the other night about. I was like, dude,
yeah,
I'm telling you, when Jesus gives you your person, bro, I just know like you're going to take such good care of them. Like you're going to be the biggest blessing in their life. Like, I just know it. Like just how you love. I've seen it. I've seen it for 4 years, dude. I've seen how you treat women. I've seen how you treat people in your life.
Yeah.
I just know. They can get past the yapping. I just know, dude, they will just.
But you know, words are my language.
No,
you know,
I'm just messing with you.
But, and this is something I contemplate on sharing, and I thought it was a good, and I'd share this with you. But this is a letter that I wrote to somebody who could be considered a stranger now. But I just kind of read it when we talk about being vulnerable. So this is a letter to a stranger. As I struggle to find the words to write to you, one quote I've heard holds space in my mind. The depth of our consciousness causes us to suffer. Is it a blessing or a curse to feel everything so deeply? I'd like to believe it's a gift from God himself. Not so long ago, we didn't know one another. We were just two souls walking without seeing one another, and then one day, without warning, we found ourselves walking on the same path. Some encounters change everything in life, and you were one of them. You were one of them. You made me better in so many ways, and for that, I am grateful to you. You broadened my perspectives, taught me to be patient, and showed me that being yourself is the only and best option, even if you didn't know you were teaching me. I write this to wish you nothing but the best. I hope you laugh loudly, feel deeply, and observe life's lessons and wonders with intent. Don't ever let somebody put out the light in you. I hope that one day you find someone who will sit next to you quietly, even when the world within you is loud, even if it doesn't get to be me. It is often said that if a goodbye hurts, then you've spent your time well. If I ever cross your mind, however fleeting, I hope it's with a passing that lightens your heart with the gentle smile. And if not, forgive me. How lucky am I to share a world with a heart like yours? So that was something I wrote to somebody, and I'm not here to mention names, but it's someone I wrote. And I talked to you about, like, do you think it's the right thing for me to do? Like, to send those words? Because I just didn't want to text them. I was like, I don't feel it weighs the words that I'm supposed to say to that person and how I feel. And you're like, dude, because again, I was on the fence. I was like, I wrote it, middle of the night after this situation. And you're like, I was like, I'm never going to send that. But it felt good to kind of get off my chest. And then I told you about it, and you're like, dude, send it.
Send it.
Who cares? Like, what are they going to see you differently for being open about your emotion? Like, it feels good, and I wrote that, and I sent it out. It felt so, relieving. I feel good.
Relieving.
Yeah, dude. It feels like I got the weight. Like, what I wanted to say is off my shoulder. Like, that was closure to me.
That's part of, like, also, too, like, loving first. Like, and when you did everything you can to, like, work on things and be with somebody, when you put all your forth effort, dude, it comes with a different type of peace when a relationship ends, because, like, you did what you could, with the things you were given, the results you were given. You did what you could to try to work on things or fix things, and it comes at a different type of peace because, like, you don't have any regret on anything you could have done or said or wrote. It's a great feeling because, like, I just never have any regret about how something ended in your life if you do something like that,
Yeah.
If you're especially if you're on the fence about something like that, like, send it, bro. And, like, what a blessing, bro, it is to feel that way towards somebody, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people who have struggled just to feel anything for anybody these days. Like, they just don't feel like they go on dates, they talk to people for months, they just can't feel anything for people. And, like, what a blessing it is to, like,
feel so deeply.
Yeah. And, like, feel so deeply about something. Yes. Yeah. It's a blessing, but it's a curse, but it's like, at least you feel something, bro. It'd be worse to feel nothing, And I think about that a lot. It's like, man, I hate how much I care and feel towards people that are close to me. Like, it just, like, even when me and you weren't friends, like, it wore on me. Like, it was hard. My heart was hardened for it.
Physically,
like,
yeah.
And it's like, what a blessing it is to, because I know when I do have a wife, when I do have kids, and I do care about them, like, so much, like, that is going to be, like, it sucks now in some senses of relationships and stuff like that. But, like, someday, it's going to be my biggest blessing, bro, because I'm going to care about the people around me so much, and they're going to be there.
And that's what I talked about with this person. It's like, to get a text from somebody and for them to tell you that it's like, I don't see you in my future. That's a hard hitting reality.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear those words, but
yeah,
I don't blame people. I'm not, it just goes to show it's like, and I had prayed to God about this situation and, like, show me what this is. Cause there was some confusion at the time and I was trying to be patient, and then it's like, it shows you full colors, and it's like, I felt like I did appreciate that when I had it, as fleeting and as heartbreaking as it is to sit there and wonder, like, what if, like, the one that kind of got away. But at the same time, dude, like you said, it's like, one day I'm going to find somebody, and every, whoever it is, it's like, I will forget about every other, like, it just won't matter. I'll just be like, I found it.
I have a question for you, actually, on that. So I saw this on another podcast, and it was like, the guy's talking, he's like, I can get 80% healed from my ex, 80 to 90% healed on my own by my ex, but I'll never be 100% healed from my ex until I meet somebody new that fills that void. What do you think on that?
Fills the 80%. It fills the 20%.
Yeah. I was like, that's deep.
So I have an interesting theory. I think people that say I need to be fixed before I date someone else or see someone else, I don't believe in that. I believe that you do a lot for yourself, right? But the idea that you alone can fix yourself and be ready, and then the relationship just whatever, it just doesn't make sense, because God literally says you become one with someone else. You're not meant to be 100%. You're human. And the thing is like you're supposed to leave a little bit, there's supposed to be more room there because Jesus is the one that connects all that, right? But it's like it literally says in the Bible that you become one. And so the idea that you need to heal and that you're going to fully love yourself and you're fully going to be ready for a relationship and prepared emotionally and mentally and all these things, it doesn't make sense to me. I think a person's supposed to come in. You should be working on yourself and you should continue to even in the relationship, but someone's there to help pick up the pieces, because not every piece of shattered glass are you supposed to pick up.
Yeah, by yourself.
Because guess what? You might not see it and you'll step on it, but somebody else is there to pick it up, right? And so it's like,
it goes back to that theory of like, they may be jogging, but you're sprinting, and you kind of got to like.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey talked about that. He's like, sometimes you're running, you're sprinting and the other person's on IR. And it's like it's being patient with people. And it just sucks because, I tried to give that to somebody. But again, it's like, what do I have to sit here and dog down on myself about?
Have you heard of the Let Them theory by Mel Robbins?
You're gonna have to kind of refresh it for me, because I know who Mel Robbins is. I kind of know what you mean, but you can.
It's like, let them show you what they want and who they are after like you guys split ways, like in that sense of like, let her make that decision she made, right?
Yeah.
Let her show you who she is. She said she doesn't see you in your life. Like,
let them.
That's okay. Like, I'll find somebody else.
It's not even
it's like, I'll let you, like, not even like she's a bad person for that. No. But like, it's like, just let them make those decisions, even though it's tough.
And it's not even like, because I think people are like, take that, and they're like, let them, they're the loss. Like, I'm up. Like, dude, when you put it that way, like, that's just strutting your ego. It's like, it's not even about that.
Yeah.
Because the thing is they're going to find the person that's meant for them. And that's going to be better than you for them. Right. And you're going to find someone for them better than them. Like, the point is, you're not going to find anyone like me. Like, you're not. Because you're unique. It's a good point. Yeah. But it's like, you're not going to find anyone like me. You're right, because you're unique. You were something that built. You maybe not been the final destination, but you look back, and I think when I find the person that I'm fully going to, that I devote my life to and serve as a husband, and become a father with, and I think I'll look back and just appreciate. Like, thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Because you shaped me in some way that I couldn't see then. And it goes back to that, like, I just don't understand. I don't know what that person's thinking. I don't know what she's thinking that made her say that I'm not for her. I don't know. But that's not my job to figure out, because I will sit there and torture myself.
It's not your job to chase that closure. It's not.
And I talked to you about this. Closure is, dude, you're never going to get it. I tell people all the time, it's like, well, I want closure. I just wish I could sit in front of the person. It's like, I think we all do. And we've all been in a situation where it's like, if I could just sit in front of this person and say what I wanted to say to them, and they just sat there and listened to me and felt what I was feeling, and I could portray that to them.
Yeah.
Okay, then what? You think you're just going to feel magically better? Because I bet you won't. I bet you'll get something off. Sure.
I bet you'll feel worse.
If any, yeah. You know what? Like,
that's deep.
Dude,
that's like stuff you can keep to yourself, in the sense of
but it's like,
that just makes it deeper.
If you think that's what's holding you back from healing, it's not. You haven't moved on. And I think this idea of like moving on too, it's like, you of all people, like, understand you're the one who gets to choose when you move on. And everybody does it differently, process it differently. But if you choose to be over whatever is over tomorrow, then you're over it. Like, that's a personal choice to make.
Mindset, yeah.
But instead, people sit and just talk about it, and mope on it, and mope on it. And at some point, you've worn out feeling it out. At some point, you have. Yeah. At some point, the only way to actually physically move forward, because there's steps to it, is feeling it and then moving on, right? But instead, people just feel, and they think like that's moving on.
Some people don't feel it enough, though, and they don't feel it till like 4 months later, though. So like, I would say it's important for like at least the first couple of weeks, for like
men,
like sit in that. Yeah, men.
Because I think girls do a really good job of feeling right away.
Yeah,
and just taking it in.
Women like to, when they break up with a man, though, they like to feel it during their relationship. So like, when they do the cutoff, it's like they were over a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they were ahead on schedule. They just waited to tell you, which sucks, because you shouldn't do that to people. But men also have the issue of like putting it off too much. And I talk about when I first spoke with my only ex, when I broke up with her, I was like, I know with that pain, that chest pain, you know, it just feels like it's harder to breathe. I felt that for 8 months, dude.
To wake up in the middle of the night.
8 months. There was not a day for 8 months straight. There was not a day I didn't wake up and not feel like something was sitting on my chest. And then one day, dude, gone.
Yeah. I will say, dude, that is probably like the worst feeling in the world. Like when you wake up, dude. When you just wake up in the middle of the night and your chest just hurts. Like your chest just hurts. You know the feeling I'm talking about, right? Like
and you can't
anxiety, you can't do anything about it. It's the middle of the night and it's like
try to breathe a little bit, like some
like the nostalgia and like the anxiety of like the past. It's like,
and the only thing that would genuinely fill the gap at the moment in your head is that person. But if it actually happened, I don't think you'd be as satisfied as you did. No. And that's why it's like they talked about in church, the only thing, like, stop putting pressure on people to fulfill you. Because that's unfair pressure to them.
Dude, and that's like when you realize that point, like nobody else is going to fulfill you. Like they just won't. Like any relationship or friendship I've been in, like they're cool to be around or whatever, but like they're never going to fulfill you deep down. Like they just never will. You can't expect that.
Yeah.
I talked to you about that last
week. And having someone to remind you of that's like Jesus is the only thing, dude. And when you stop putting that pressure on other people, you also there's a difference. There's a difference because people can feel pressure. Yeah. You know, it goes back to like, why are you doing that for me? Because they were like an expectation of something back. It's like when you stop putting the pressure on people to be perfect and fulfill you, you love more authentically. You're just open. You're just easy to be around. People gravitate towards you, you know? Yeah. So it's something to keep in the front of your mind that it's not somebody else's job to fulfill you.
One idea I have on authentic love, I was talking to this about a girl a couple weeks ago, and it's like, you'll never be able to feel my love, or I'll never be able to feel your love if you're not authentically yourself with me. So like, never try to be someone you're not in a relationship. Be who you are. And like that allows them to feel your love and you also to feel their love. So I think that's really important. Like I feel like a lot of people, and I've done it it goes back. And when those relationships didn't work out, it's because I wasn't authentic. I wasn't myself. I was trying to be someone I wasn't. I was trying to be like nonchalant or whatever it may have been. Like that's why even people I was talking to for like 6 months.
And you need to do it from the start. I
never felt their love and they never felt mine because I wasn't authentic.
Right. And you need to do it from the start. You just need to be you, dude. Like stop holding those things back.
And if you don't like me because I'm me, like that's cool. It's one more nose closer to that yes. That I don't need. You know what I'm saying?
That
like that's cliche, but
the theory of no and yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, because when you put it that way, it's like if you knew it took 27 no's before you got the yes you were looking for, and that yes was the love of your life and marriage, how quickly would you go talk to women?
Yeah.
How quickly would you go look for that job?
Exactly.
Right? If you knew, which you don't, that's the beauty of it. Yeah. But if you knew, how fast would you do that? And that's where it's like, these people are afraid to pour out and be like fully themselves and in fear of rejection. Mm-hmm. And that's why I tell people, Jesus, dude, putting Jesus, like, if anything, is putting him in the forefront because he will never reject you. And so when you no longer have a fear of rejection of people because they rejected a man who was perfect, the world rejected the perfect man and killed him. And so when you don't fear rejection, you can authentically go in a relationship and be like, if you're not for me, you're not for me. And understanding, like, I know now, like that girl,
acceptance in that.
I'm not, there's nothing wrong with me. Because I used to think like, what's wrong with me? Why can't someone love me? There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
I've just, for some reason, I don't fit with that person. Yeah. Or they seem to think so. Right.
And like you said, you can't be afraid of rejection. Like, dude.
Easier said than done, but
I feel like I used to be afraid of rejection, like, a couple of years back, but I feel like I've really grown out. Like a rejection's, again, it's a cliche saying, but like a rejection is just redirection to where you're supposed to be at. Like,
yeah,
I just genuinely believe in like God's plan for everybody, especially if you're like following him and trying hard. Like,
but you still got to put yourself out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's going to just let it
trying hard part. He knows how hard you're trying. He knows your heart.
He knows when it'll happen.
Yeah.
Because it's not just going to walk magically in your life either. It just won't happen. You have to go make life happen. But he's there going, I know when it's going to happen. Like, I know when that opportunity.
Dude, think about it. Like, I mean, our friendship, like your job, the girls you've met, the places you've been, like, it's all because of God's credit, like the credit to God. But like, you went and made that stuff happen, right? Like, you didn't wait around and sit for it to happen. Like, you went and made those things happen, right? Like, if you're not willing to put yourself in the door to like success, like, or what you want in life, you're never going to get there.
Right.
You got to put yourself out there. Even when there's rejection, or even when it's sucks you didn't get the job, or whatever it may be, even when like people don't love you the same way you're loving other people. Like,
yeah,
there's only one way to get there, and that's by putting yourself out there.
Right. So kind of circling back around, I just wanted to circle back around to, a point, talking about all this, like looking for things in a partner, kind of picking your brain on that. Like what, cause your mind shifted on so much, it's sitting here and talking about this stuff. Like, what do you feel like you've looked for then differently in someone? Like preference.
I would say someone who can struggle well. I mean, they obviously like love the Lord, they're holy and they're hardworking, but like one of the number one things I look for in someone is someone who can struggle well. Just because I know relationships can get tough, life gets tough, life's hard. Like if you think about it, like the person you're with is gonna have to be there for like potentially your parents' funeral.
Right.
Like that's like that is a deep thing to go through.
Yeah.
And that's a deep thing to struggle with. So someone who can struggle well with marriage is tough. I mean, singleness is tough too, but marriage is tough. Dating's tough. Like just someone who knows how to go through difficult things and still be positive and still be loving in those situations, because that's one of the best traits you can have, just because life throws curveballs at you and life's tough. And I've realized that more than ever. Just stuff just happens. You think it's going to go perfect. You think it's going to go well. And like, there's just always something that doesn't go well, like regardless of what it is, there's always a bump in the road. And like, it goes back to that point of like, it's not supposed to be perfect. So like, just someone who understands that and can struggle well, I'd say.
Yeah. And I think that's something people don't think about as often when they're looking at, how pretty is this person? Do they make me laugh? It's like, dude, all those like,
that's cool. But
all those things. And that's why I talk about, dude, like putting Jesus, like why it's so important to have a woman who loves Jesus, because that tells you right there exactly what you just talked about. How well do they struggle? I know they're going to struggle well if Jesus is the forefront of their life, because they have a unique perspective that only people, and I will say only people that truly know Jesus and have felt the love of Jesus and are constantly pursuing Jesus, not saying you're perfect, only those people have that perspective. When someone fakes, it's all up to God. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing to feel it that way.
You can see it by their actions too, and how they carry themselves. If they truly trust God and those plans for them,
Yeah, because it will manifest itself in their reactions, their emotions, their responses to you. And I had this girl tell me, she's like, you're one of the most emotionally intelligent people, just mature people I've met. She's like, your prefrontal cortex is developed. It's like, dude, it ain't nothing to do with that. It is Jesus. Because he's in my life, there's nothing for me to, like, what am I worried about?
Dude, he's the giver of knowledge. I say that, dude. Like, I've prayed, and like, the power of prayer is real, dude. Like, I'm telling you, it's real. I've felt myself transform since I've been praying the prayers I prayed, like, to be more like Jesus, to be more knowledgeable, to be more experienced, to be better at speaking, whatever it may have been. And like, to get bigger in the gym. Like, I've seen, like, the results from just praying those things. And that's like,
wipe the mud from your eyes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, and I can't express that enough to anybody. Like, if you're going through something's tough, or something you're bothering you, something you need in life, like telling you spend time with the Lord and pray. Like, it's done wonders on my life, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's done wonders.
Yeah. What do you think men lack in our generation?
Ability to control their lust.
Yeah.
Ability to control their lust. That's the number one thing I think men struggle with the most. I can't sit here and tell you I'm perfect at it either. It's tough. Same girl, a couple weeks ago, I was talking about some stuff about this. We were talking about lust, and I was like, we were talking about wandering eyes. So I was like, yeah, like you shouldn't have wandering eyes. She's like, yeah, but it's different for a guy. I was like, no, it's not. What do you mean? She's like, as a girl, we don't objectify guys.
Yeah.
Guys will look at a girl and be like, I want that for that reason. And it's like, that's so true. Like, I never thought about that way. It's like the way a woman looks at a guy and the way a guy looks at a girl is completely different. And how like, just how you look at them. Like, it's just like a human tendency of like men struggle with lust. So I think that's the one thing is like,
it will destroy so much.
It's tough, dude. It will, because like, it's tough. Lust is tough.
It will.
It really is.
Always let you down. It will
never fulfill you.
Alter your soul. It will chew up productivity in your life, dude. Because, for me to say that I don't struggle with that at times too, it's like, I do. And it's something I've like kept in the forefront of my mind. Like, dude, I've even gotten to the point where I'm like, is that something that holds me back from connecting with the person I'm supposed to connect with? And that's a scary thought. And when you put it that way, you're like trying to walk the straight and narrow pretty good. But like, dude, like having brothers in Christ that you walk with and have those conversations, like, dude, I struggle with this and it's normal and it's okay, but you got to fix it. Right.
Yeah.
But the only way is like, and this is something I've had, like when I think about that, like I have the urges to do that. Because trust me, dude, you see a beautiful woman, you're like, bruh, if I'm like sitting in bed or something like that at night, and that's when it really does, like it's when you're busy, it's one thing, but when you're sitting in bed at night and you're just, alone, whatever, those thoughts creep up on you. The one thing I've like forced myself to do continuously is I open up the Bible, dude. Because you read a little bit of Jesus or you listen to some Jesus music or you open up a Christianity book. I've been reading like Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. When you just open up and start flooding your mind with that, dude, it simmers away. It goes away. It's like a wave, but like you gotta get yourself in the habit. Because if you think, and I tell people, if you think that you're gonna defeat lust, men, if you're gonna defeat it by just being
motivational about it,
just disappointed, I just won't do it. You're gonna fall into it, dude. Like the strongest man in the Bible fell to lust.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to be something where you can just do that. It's like you have to lean on something bigger. And the love for Jesus is where you do it. Because if you focus, and this goes with sin in hand, I tell people, stop focusing on sin itself. Focus on loving Jesus. Because what happens when you love somebody? You change your patterns, right? You change your life for that person. So if you just focus on loving Jesus, you naturally will sin less. Are you going to sin still? Sure. But you're going to sin less and be less apt to sin if you focus on the love for Jesus rather than the sin itself and quitting it.
Yeah. And it changes your heart too. Like that's one of the things. Like you look at someone you see in public, oh, that girl's pretty or whatever. Like it changes your heart and how you look at them, especially when you meet Jesus, like, and Jesus, like, it's like you can't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't think lustful thoughts. You got to like recognize them too, because it's like a thing that like guys it just happens, right? You got to like know that, but also like know like the direction of your heart, right?
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. And like we're talking about, like it's a real thing. I know like it's not very talked about. And that's another thing. Like people hide that sin. Men hide the sin of lust. It's a real thing. I know every man I've had a deep conversation with deals with it.
Every single man. I don't care
who you are, they hide it.
Because it's shameful, dude. It's embarrassing because you don't even, been there, done that. It's like you do, and you're like, dude, I'm not proud of who I am for that. Like that. If people saw me in this light, they would reject me. Yeah. But then you're like, it's not. But Jesus won't. Yeah. And that any dude that says that they haven't, they're lying. Like, and it is hard to open up that and have that conversation.
Tough. Yeah, it was something I dealt with.
You have to be upfront with your person about it, because if you're not, dude, you're not going to set boundaries the right way.
Again, and it goes back to that thing. If I can authentically be myself around somebody, and they can accept me for who I am and like me for who I am, and I tell them deep things about me or whatever it may be, it allows them to feel my love and me to feel their love. And I'm so deep on that. Like I want people to know. I want the person I'm with to know my secrets, to know the bad things about me, to know the things I struggle with. Like I want them to know that. So like they can feel my love and I can feel theirs.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important part about, like, I don't want to be someone who hides anything with my significant other. Like I want to be open and them to know that, because like those things are supposed to be talked about. They're not supposed to be hidden and buried in your chest. Like those things are supposed to be talked about. And that's why like I just joined a C group with my buddies. Like these are things that you can talk about with guys. Like that's a like community.
That won't, Not
just supposed to hide everything as a man. That's what we're supposed to, like men are just, in society, it's hard to just suppress your feelings. Don't talk about them. Don't tell anybody about them.
And that's one thing, like, going on this topic, like, I think that's what men also lack is emotional intelligence and expression. I think men are afraid to just be like, again, love, dude. Like, I think it's cool to be nonchalant. Like nowadays, it's cool to be nonchalant. It's cool to hide your feelings. It's cool to talk to 4 other women and just not give a shit or build a roster. And it's like, dude, that's not cool though.
It's not cool.
Because again, where are you going? You're in the same spot I am, dude. And if anything, you're not moving forward. You're just preoccupying your mind with something. Like, that's why, again, me sending that letter, dude, I'm not going to feel bad about it. I hope she reads it. I hope she loves it. Maybe she'll hate it. I don't really know. I don't care if she goes and makes fun of me. I don't care, dude. Like, it's just, I'm willing to feel open because I got that off my chest. I feel better. I'm authentic about myself. Like, that's me. You see me for me. Like, I did it, right? And I think men think it's cool to not be. They got to put on this front.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
And that's what I've been learning, bro. The most masculine thing you can do as a man is to love and to love first. Jesus loved us first. Like the most masculine thing you can do is to love first without expecting like them to love you back in a sense. But like, at some point somebody will, and you'll feel that and you'll know that and you'll be like, this is why. Yeah. This is why I was like, this is why I was changed into this type of person. Yeah. And like, I do think men get that wrong. The nonchalant, it's like nobody wants to be around someone who just brings no energy, brings negative energy. People want to be around people who can uplift them and bring energy. That's one of the biggest things I've realized too, is like, how can I, in every room I step into, be more of a light instead of, me, people perceive me, and I've had people tell me it's like, I'm such a nonchalant guy. Like I just kind of like carry myself and like, I don't talk a whole lot. Like, how can I be different in that sense? Like, how can I walk into a room and be like, oh, there's Kate, like, what's up, dude? Like, how are you doing? Like, even when I talk to people on the phone now, when I answer the phone, I don't know if you noticed it at all, but like, I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? Like, I'm not like, hey, what's up? Like, it's like, I'm trying to like uplift energy in the rooms I walk into and not be nonchalant.
I've noticed a change a little bit about you too. Like I just throw out an example I just had today that like, again, it was like a little bit of a mindset shift for me towards you. I was carrying this white box over with your ghost on it. And I was like, dude, I can carry it over without spilling that on there. And then I spilled your ghost, probably like a fourth of it. And I think old Cade, before we had our thing, would have been like, dude, are you kidding? Like, it would have just been, it would have caused a little bit of a friction issue. Yeah. Dude, you didn't care. You're like, bro. Dude, all right. I was like, dude, my bad, dude. I thought I could do that. And there wasn't like a check on it. And I was like, that's where I'm seeing the shift in your heart. It's like little things like that. You just are operating differently. Like, cause it's not, in the retrospect, it's not a big deal.
It's not,
dude. And I felt a little bad
about it. Get upset over, bro. Or like make the energy negative about. And that's like, goes back to like giving people grace and being serving. That's a little instant, but like just, and even bigger things, like giving people grace, like forgiveness. Yeah. It's like,
I thought I was him for a minute, but but I think it goes back to is like, there's the social media pressures and the isolation for men that really cause them to also feel like they can't talk about their stuff. Theo Von talked about it. He's like, it's not that I don't have anybody, it's that nobody has me. And I know you've said that before, thing, dude. Like nobody has me. And
because you have so much to give. Bro. Yeah. You have so much to give and so much to offer. Like I have so much I want to do. Oh yeah. With a significant other or like a good group of friends. Like there's so much I have to offer. And
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like family.
And that's what I do. And that's what I tried to do. And that's one thing I don't regret about this previous situation too. And I just bring it up because it's of context. I was me. Like I told myself I'm not holding back. Like I obviously didn't love bomb the person. I didn't say I love you or anything like that. But I showed who I was and I showed my feelings. Like I was like, this is me. I'm going to offer, you need something, I'm here. Send you flowers. Think of you, in small ways and be considerate of little things that you like mention, take notes on stuff. Like I was like, I'm pouring it in, dude. It's all or nothing. Like, what am I going to sit here and be like, dude, I feel like if I do that, they're just going to like run away. Dude, if they run away, they're not your person, dude. Like just do it, dude. Because again, you don't know, like if I die tomorrow, I want people to remember me as someone who just was authentically loving everyone. Like I just served people. Mm-hmm. And that, like you said, I've had that similar mindset shift. Like it's become a massive perspective in my life. It's become basically someone talked to me about it. It's like, I was like, that is my purpose. My purpose is no longer chasing money, chasing this, chasing that, having the best fit, making the best podcast. That's not my purpose anymore, right? Because we talk about purpose. And it's like, dude, my purpose is to serve people. Exactly, my purpose is to serve my friends, serve my now soon wife, serve God, serve my parents, serve people. That is all I should be known for. Make people's lives better. That is the only thing I should be known for on this earth is serving people. Mm. And if I'm not, dude, and if people will think what they want about you. But when I die, I don't want people to go, well, that dude, Yeah. I want to be like, he served people. Yeah. And it's going to suck not having him around. And dude, I can feel it in my heart just hearing you say that. Like, bro, like that's cool. Because that's exactly how I feel, bro. Like, me and you both, like, and people know on the podcast, we talked about it. Like, we used to chase these monetary things and like status. Status. And it's about what you can do for other people, bro. Because that's what Jesus did for us. Like, you look at my life, bro, like, I'm telling you, I'm literally nothing. I'm nothing without Jesus. And I mean that with my whole entire heart. Like, I have nothing to give if I didn't have Jesus. Like, he's done so much for me. And that's why I do the street interviews. That's why I do the things I do and why I talk the way I talk.
right now. That's why I'm kind of on this podcast. I want people to know like what Jesus has done for my life.
Right.
And like what he's done for my heart. He's literally changed my life forever. And it's just cool to hear you say that, dude. Cause it's like, I don't know why. I just feel like it's like the time apart in our friendship, like, I don't know how, but it helped us both grow so much. And like now that we're able to come back together as best friends and like talk about these things, and like, it's just cool because like the foundations of our friendship a year ago, like are completely different to where we're heading now. Like that's just real growth.
We no longer look at it as like
just makes my heart.
Oh, you know, because we definitely, you know, to each other, we put standards on each other that didn't have any actual base to them. And it's like now, dude,
you can never fulfill that, dude.
No.
You can never fulfill that.
And now it's like, and we have conversations now that I don't think we ever had before. We were just like, yeah, dude, like that's really all it is.
Yeah.
You know, and just like having those, just again, knowing cool. We're here to serve each other too. Yeah. There's no pressure on you to be a certain person from me and me to be a certain person from you and feel like I have to give you things. And
it's funny, bro, because it makes me sick. Like even think about myself like 8 months ago, like like how like bad of a friend I was at times, or how bad I was in a relationship I was in, or how bad I was to my family, my brother, like, and just like my inability to like want to serve others around me, like.
But that's how you know, and it's like, you know, we've always you know, put it out Jesus, but it's one thing, dude, like you said, it's like spiritually dead, spiritually alive, dude, like you're spiritually alive now, right? And like, it's gonna be cool because you're getting baptized here soon. You're gonna feel numb, dude. It's gonna feel overwhelming in a weird way. Like you're gonna feel like, it's when I'm telling you, dude, it washes over you because you're proclaiming it now to the world. Like it's one thing to do it here, but to sit there, dip into the water, come back out, there's no change of you from then to then. But you proclaiming to everybody that this is what I live for, dude, it's an overwhelmingly numb feeling. Like you feel kind of, you're just floating, but at the same time, you have no concept of time in that moment, dude. So I'm super excited to see that happen for you, dude, because it's just going to happen. And you'd be like, what the heck?
I'm so excited, bro.
Oh, dude, it's going to be awesome.
So excited. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
And it goes back, I know we were at church together and we sat in this sermon, bro. It was like, it's like, I hope you get the house. I hope you get the wife. I hope you get the kids. I hope you get the lake house. I hope you get the car. I hope you get everything you want in life, just to realize that will never, ever fulfill you fully. Yeah. It was only Jesus that fill that void. And like, I've always preached on our podcast together, like Jesus, faith, Christianity. I've always preached that, bro. But like this summer, like I'm telling you, I've stepped into like another, and it's just cool to see. I want to see people around me do the same thing, or people watching this. Like if I can help one person from this podcast saying like, please just trust, don't lean on your own understanding. Like, that's one of my favorite verses. Like don't lean on your own understanding, but trust in this plan. Like seriously, I don't know how to explain that anymore. I can't put it into words technically, but
you're just going to show it, dude, with just how your
heart. Yeah.
You just radiate, dude. Yeah. Like that's all it is there's a different life about you. There's a different pep in your step. There's a different appreciation. Like people feel it. I feel it, dude. And I was your best friend for 4 years, and I feel it now more than ever. It's enjoyable being around you. There's no moment of like, dude, I feel like I'm walking on eggshell. Like there's not that anymore. And I hope there's not for me on my end. No, and that's what I just want that for everybody, dude. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why we preach it, bro. Because we want everybody to feel the love of Jesus and accept him into your heart, because we know what it's done for us, dude. And take that into battle, dude. And dude, I can cry about it, bro. Like, you take it into every battle, dude, in life, every problem you have, everything, dude. I promise you, it will be the only thing that gets you through. Stop, like, try finding it on your own, dude. See how it goes for you. Well, dude, that's awesome. I thought that was a really good episode, dude. I appreciate you taking time to come on here and talk with me. No, dude, it's taking time out of your day, dude. Honor to be on here, dude. This podcast, telling dude, he puts a lot of work into this, guys. I know me and him had a podcast scare, but this setup is. It's a little different, dude. It's pretty sweet, dude. It's pretty sweet. So he's doing a really good job. So I appreciate it, dude. Yeah. I just want my quality to be good, dude, because it just reflects my standards. But at the same time, dude, it's more about the content. Just authenticity through and through, because that's honestly the only cool thing about social media is you get to be authentic. That's the only reason I do it. Only reason I do it. You know, and I feel like we got really authentic there for sure, emotionally. Like and mending broken bridges, dude. You know, so I appreciate you coming on. That's it for episode 7 of Afterthoughts. I hope you guys love this one, and we'll see you in future episodes. Yep. Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah. Peace.